Rotorua Island. My name is Millie. I'm one of the full-time permanent rangers that live here on Rotorua. And in the back we've got James. He's one of our summer rangers. If anyone has got any open bags that James hasn't checked, could you just put your hand up so he can come to you? James, can you check for everyone with open bags?
Oh, yeah, I've got a couple.
Got a couple? Open bags are a huge biosecurity threat to us, guys. You've landed on a pest-free island. Unbeknown to yourselves, you could have something in your bag that can cause a catastrophic event here on the island. If we were to get tests here on the island, such as rats, mice, goats, or even weeds and seeds, it could almost pretty much shut this island down. So if we were to get a mice or a rat here on the island, if we don't catch those intrusions within 5 weeks, we pretty much can start looking at removing every single endangered species that we have here on the island. For a non-profit organisation such as ourselves, that becomes thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to house those animals. We don't have thousands of dollars at the moment, so that would pretty much close our doors and this island would cease until such a time. So everyone else, if you have got open bags, James is going to come around and check, make sure there's nothing in there, and then all good. And then everyone else, thank you very much for bringing closed seal bags. And the next little thing is, did anyone bring any fresh fruit or vegetables or any potted herbs from back on the mainland? Yes, fresh fruit and vegetables all washed from the supermarket? Yeah. Perfect. That's just in terms of the soil exposure. Sometimes the soil back on the mainland could have skink eggs or Argentine ant eggs in it. Obviously, if you'd washed it off here, it would fall on our ground, those eggs would hatch, and then we'd have a pest species on the island, causing a lot of problems. So thank you all for following biosecurity procedures. The second thing is a bit of health and safety for yourselves whilst you're here on the island. Now, if anyone falls over, grazes their leg while they're out on the walking tracks, cuts their foot on an oyster shell, on the bottom of our mats here is a phone number. Please feel free to ring that number and one of our rangers will be with you to try and assist with as best we can with some first aid. Now if anything untoward happens, something really terrible like someone falls over, breaks an arm or a leg, gashes their head and there is a lot of blood requiring medical assistance, that is a port of call for 111. Now the only way off this island in a medical emergency is via helicopter. So when you ring 111, please tell the dispatcher immediately that they need to dispatch a helicopter and that you are on Rotorua Island in the Haraki Gulf. That is because there are 2 other Rotoruas in New Zealand, one in Rotorua, of all places, and in Christchurch, neither of which would help you today. So just that little bit extra information ensures the operator that you know where you are and that the helicopter is being dispatched to the correct location. If they have all our GPS coordinates, then obviously give us a call so we can come assist the best we know and get that person down to our helipad and on that helicopter flight as soon as possible. Just a little bit of brief history for you guys whilst you hear about the island itself. Rotorua Island used to be New Zealand's largest drug and alcohol rehabilitation centre. It was run for over 108 years by the Salvation Army and it serviced over 12,500 New Zealanders. So just a little fire today guys, if you have brought alcohol with you to consume whilst you're having a barbecue here on the island, please just keep it to the picnic area and while you're picnicking. Please do not walk around with open beverages, as we do have people on the island that are return guests or clients of the island that we're here for treatment, and we do sometimes even have the Salvation Army return to the island for time here with their family. Obviously, both of those people would hate to see that people are intoxicated walking around with open beverages. Now, if anyone is interested in the history of the island, we've got a guided walk today. I know there's about 13 of you already pre-booked. We meet at the Exhibition Visitor Centre, which is the big building at the end of this road, at 11 AM. If anyone else is interested, it's $20 per adult, $10 per child. Apart from that, if you'd like to learn more about the history, there is a museum at the Exhibition Centre. There's lots of stories to listen to, lots of literature to read, artefacts to see. If we're going to talk about facilities, so you've got the museum here. On that top deck there is flushing toilets, and on the lower back deck there is a potable water source for you to drink, fill up your drink bottles. If you head out towards Ladies Bay, you've got an electric barbecue there. Oh, it would be said there's a twin electric as well. So if that one's there, you can always come back to that. At Ladies Bay, you've got an electric barbecue, chain sheds, outdoor showers to wash off after you swim, and flushing toilets. Now guys, just to let you know that we are actually in dire straits with our water situation at the moment. 2 days ago we had our bore decommissioned. We've got about 30,000 litres of water to run this island until May. So whilst you're having a outdoor shower, swim, flushing the toilet, filling your drink bottles, just be considerate of your water usage. Try and stick to the one cycle of the outdoor shower and doing an economy flush of the toilet as best you can. And that's just going to help us prolong, hopefully to get through our summer period and not have to close down the island, because if we all don't do it our bit, literally we could close our doors as of Friday. So thank you for being considerate for us and helping us here. We have got composting toilets at the top of the Cable Bay track before you head down, and we've got composting toilets at the top of the Men's Bay track before you loop around down to Men's Bay Beach. All of our bird species are all around the island. They're not in specific areas, but our takahe mainly hang out around about the Mai, Ladies Bay, and around the back of the Home Bay area. So if you'd like to see those specifically, those are the 3 hot spots for them. This afternoon we will have our island kiosk open. We sell ice creams, t-shirts, hats, all those kinds of bits and pieces from 3:30 to 4:30. And then your ferry, I believe, departs at 5:15 this afternoon. So if we could have everyone back down here for 5 o'clock, make sure everyone's not missing and is ready to go back home on that ferry for 5:15. Please don't be late. It's $1,000 on a water taxi home, and at the moment, being a long weekend, they are very busy, so you'd be very surprised if you got a ride home. We don't have any accommodation available. We're fully booked this weekend, so it would be a swim. No one wants to swim that far, unless you can pay one of the boaties. Apart from that, guys, please enjoy your day and have a fantastic time, and we'll see you guys around.